What's up, y'all? It is V here, and I'm back with another video. So, something that's on my mind, right, is you know how people always say, like, work smart, not hard, you know? It's like, you think about it, it's like, okay, I get that, work smart, not hard, you know? I get it, right? But if I'm honest with you, sometimes to me, I feel like trying to think off of working smart and not hard gives people an excuse to kind of be lazy. You know what I mean? Because it's like, okay, cool. Working smart. What is working smart, though? You know what I mean? To me, it just seems like and sounds like do less, right? To an extent. In some ways, though, I do understand that there are ways to work smarter and not harder. You know what I mean? Like a way to do something, just a way to paint. You don't have to just keep using a paintbrush to go up top and paint the top of a wall. No, that's when you get a roller, right? You know? So certain stuff is like, okay, I get it, right? But then it's like when you get to the point where you're using a roller and you just slapping it on and you're like, oh, that working smart, not hard. And then the quality isn't there, that's a problem, right? You still have to work hard in order to make sure the quality is the way that it needs to be. If that makes sense. Sometimes stuff sounds better in my head and I don't know how to put it into words, right? But, and I kind of say that to say this, like, I would prefer to work hard. For real. I kind of prefer to just work hard for what I want, or work hard on this, or work hard on that. You know what I mean? Because with hard work comes a lot of everything. You know what I'm saying? Even if you work hard on something once, you learn how to start working smarter and making it easier for yourself the next time around. But it's like if you're not working hard to execute that thing in the first place, how can you learn how to necessarily do it smarter? You know what I'm saying? It takes hard work to kind of get into that. And then also, I feel like, okay, once you work smart, it could be smart people around you everywhere. Once you work smart, you could be in a room full of smart people, everybody working smart. But then what differentiates you? What differentiates you? What separates you from the other smart people? Because there are other smart people in the world. There are other people that work smarter than you, you know? So it's like, then what makes the difference? Then how do you get to that next level? Then how do you set yourself apart? You know what I'm saying? Or then how are you beneficial to the group? How are you an asset? If everybody's smart, we're just gonna all be smart. Somebody has to work hard. You know what I mean? Somebody has to work harder. Because that's the only thing that's left, is to work hard. Smart people work hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, sometimes when people say work smart, not hard, I think people might even get the interpretation that, oh, instead of going out and working hard for your own money, you can scam because you can get it faster and not have to work. That'd be working smarter. But then again, it's like it's consequences that also come with that, right? So how smart was it, right? So sometimes I think it gets it's a thin line between working smart and like working stupid. No, I'm like, but no, for real, you know. And it's like some may agree, some may disagree, but it's kind of how I feel. You know what I mean? And even like, let's say, I feel like you just gain things from working hard that you cannot gain from working smart. You know what I mean? Like at work, for example. a part of the job is groundskeeping, right? Cleaning up the trash in an area on a property that's considered ours, right? To some people, working smart may be, oh, I just clean up the main trash that people can see, just so when people pull up, it looks better, right? That's smart. You can go through and skim through and clean, you know what I'm saying? But see, the way my brain is set up, I'm the type of person, I go above and beyond. I do more than what is required. I work hard. I will walk around and do that and clean up and get damn near everything off the ground until there's nothing to see, no matter where you go. You know what I mean? Now, to somebody, that's working hard, not smart, right? But to me, that's my preference. You know what I'm saying? That's my preference. Like, it takes patience, for one, for me to walk around and try to get every piece of trash off of the ground. It takes humility. You know what I'm saying? You got people riding past and people watching me pick up these cigarette butts that they keep throwing out the window. You know what I'm saying? It shows to me that I'm a quality person. I'm a person that's willing to do more. Like I said, do more than what is required. Maybe this person wouldn't do it, but I will, right? And it's like, yeah, a smart person can think smart and go pick up just what people can visibly see. But then what do you do when it's time to get up close and personal and make a whole, you know, what do you do with the full picture when you look at the whole area, then it's like, oh yeah, it looks good from the outside, it looks good from around the areas, and then you get there and it's like, oh, I didn't see that pulling up. It's this here, it's this here, it's this here. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how I think. But I know sometimes, I think sometimes, like, I'm like, I know they probably like, you going overly doing the most. And I have to sometimes remind myself that it's okay for me to do the most. It's okay for me to work hard, work harder, and do what maybe the next person wouldn't do, or what the next person may consider to be too hard or too much, right? And it's like, I'm not doing too much. You just not doing enough. No, but for real though, that's how I really feel about it, right? Put my seatbelt on, y'all. I don't like this all in my way. But yeah, it's like, you know, dare to be different. Everybody too busy want to be trying to be working smart and not working hard. And it's like, okay, well, at some point we gotta work hard. Let's just be real. At some point you gotta work hard at something, right? So you gotta just dare to be different, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I challenge myself to do the complete opposite of what the masses is saying. It don't matter what they say. If everybody is saying work smart, not hard, I'm about to work hard as fuck. I'm about to act stupid. No, I'm playing. No, I'm not gonna act stupid, but I'm about to work so hard. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that everybody else is not working hard. They're too busy trying to work smart. So therefore, I have an edge on just working harder. Like, and you might be smarter, but because I work harder, I might be able to figure it out faster because I've been working so hard and putting so much time into it, because I'm not afraid to work hard and do the extra gritty, nitty gritty stuff that a person that's trying to be smart is doing. And really, all in all, you want to be both. You don't want to just work smart and not hard. You don't want to just work hard and not smart. You want to work hard and smart, because that's even more of an edge. That's even more of an advantage. You know? It's like, okay, you got $1. Yeah, you can get a little something, but you got $2. You might be able to get a little something more. You know what I mean? You know, it's like, yeah, one car is cool, but you got 2. That's great. This one breaks down. It's a little backup plan, right? So it's like the real focus is to work both smart and hard to the best of your ability, and do more than what is required, and go above and beyond, and leave things better than you found them. Just all of that stuff, right? So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what my little TED talk is about today, is working both smart and hard, but really, you know, working hard, not being afraid to work hard, just because for whatever reason everybody thinks it's best to work smart, you know. Smart only, because like I said, people get so caught up into the working smart, not hard, that they forget that at some point you do have to work hard. You can work smart, come up with some money, but you have to work hard to gain financial intelligence to figure out how to keep the money, double the money, invest the money. That takes hard work. Some things don't, you know what I mean? Some things you can't, you know what I mean? Some things you have to just learn. You have to learn, like, kind of like life experiences. It's like, if we so busy working so smart all the time, how we gonna bump our head and figure things out, to figure like, bro, next time I have to work harder towards this, or next time I have to try harder, next time I have to do better. If we, you know what I'm saying, working so smart all the time, it's like, well, since you think you're so smart and you got your PhD and think you know everything, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta work harder, bro. But yes, that is my personal opinion. Comment below, let me know what you think about it. Comment below and let me know if you think it's best to work smart or work hard, or do both. Yeah, I appreciate you for watching. Keep being great, keep being blessed, keep being strong, keep high faith, pray, and work hard. Work hard and smart, but most importantly, work hard. Work hard, do the best you can, outwork everybody, you know? Do your best. But yes, thank you. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.